Hello, Vortex. So I managed to clean out my car somewhat because I was hanging out with my friend Todd. So I had to make room for him. Because he's like 300 pounds. So, yeah. I literally had to make room. And so I still have all these water bottles like all over the floor and like trash and shit. But I have... See, look, this is what I'm talking about. This is how much of a mess I am, okay? Look at that. This is clean. This is cleaner, okay? But, like that, I wrote that down. I thought that was really good. Sex is for sheep. It's so true. Yeah, that's a Christmas present that I still haven't given to Judson that is, like, torn apart now because it's been in this car for so long. But yeah, this is what I consider to be cleaning up. Okay, I just transferred all of my shit to the back seat. That's right. And I'm pretty cool though. You know? Like somebody that's like that much of a slob, like you can rely on to like not fuck you over. You can rely on me to like not talk too much shit about you, you know? I would never say anything that I wouldn't say to your face. Just know that. Like, I have no problem admitting, like, anything ill that I have to say towards anybody. Like, people don't believe me, and then I just, like, fucking say it, you know? Exactly what they didn't expect me to say. Now, some people respect me for that. Some people dig that I'm, like, open and honest, but you know, a lot of people, like, you know, pansies, they get upset. But if conversations can still happen, then I don't care like how offended people get. It's whatever, you know, like, because you know, you live in this world and this world is like so obsessed with all the wrong things, but they control people's emotions through language. And so whenever people hear stuff they're not used to, they tend to overreact to it because they don't know what else to do. So you have to keep in mind that people are dumb and, well, they're not, let's not say dumb, let's just say like ignorant. They're just really ignorant of like how they're being manipulated all the time through language and through societies, like in the way that we look at people and the boxes that we put people in, the labels that we give people. Like, I don't want to think less of anybody all because they make decisions that I don't agree with, or, you know, they voted for people I don't agree with, or they just voted, period, right? But like, I don't want to like think less of people, or I don't want to be mean or ugly, you know, because for one, that's not an accurate representation of God. You know, I want to practice what I preach, and I want to preach God's love more than I want to preach anything else, but not in the church, remember that. But I just want to be able to be effective, but not like, I don't want to have to sugarcoat anything, but I also don't want to have to be a cuntsore. You know, and I feel like a cuntsore. I feel like the reason why I'm so hard to take is because I am just like a, like genital warts kind of level, you know, like, and so I don't want to be like that. I gotta work on that. gotta maintain the herpes outbreak, you know. That one's devoted to my friend. Terrible. Hey man, I feel for her. I feel for her and her vagina. I do. Some people didn't ask to get herpes, but they end up with it, you know? But yeah. You think Lucky Jack might sponsor me? Do you think that they would? Do you think that they would want to like promote my content and shit, or do you think they would be terrified of what I do? I think they'd probably be terrified because, you know, people that run like coffee shops and stuff, they tend to be like hipsters, and hipsters are liberals. So Yeah, but I don't know, man. What I do is pretty cool. I feel like it's pretty universal. That's why I'm saying I don't want to like really focus too much on politics, because I'm way more of an anarchist than I'm anything else. But you know, my conservative views have a lot to do with the Bible, but they have a lot to do with, just ways of looking at the world that I think are just way more accurate. And if you can understand the world, you really can see like how things can be fixed. And it's really important that you see it from multiple angles. Because, I mean, a lot of people would probably think that I'm still a liberal. Because I'm not like this fucking uptight, what I call uptightee righties. So, it doesn't really serve them to be like that. That's the thing, like, I mean, you see that with liberals too. They're so uptight about, all this race stuff, and, oh, you gotta talk to people like they're a pet. It's like you gotta coddle people, or you gotta degrade people, or, it's very dehumanizing. Like, this is a very dehumanizing culture, and I know that social media has a large part of, that, the way that society has reacted to that. Ugh, it smells so amazing. Anyway. It has not been positive for society. But the problem is, society doesn't give a fuck, because they don't really have a conscience. I don't think that they're conscious of themselves anymore. I think that's gone. That ship has sailed.